tsatanitsatani zokambirana za aphungu kuno ku nyumba ya malamulo lero lachiwiri pa 5 August 2025 tsiku limene nyumba ya malamulo imene anayimitsa ntchito zake pa 23 July 2025 ayitananso kuti ibwere nyumbayi kuti idzaunike lamulo lokhudza chisankho. Apa ndikuyamba mawa half koma pathukuloko imeneyi akhala kupitiriza zokambirana zawo zimene mmene wapita kunkhomaliro anayimira pa stage ya imene limakhala makamaka kuthira ndemanga pa bilu imene akuyikambirana m'nyumbayi. Ine ndilinda masinga ndingoti tiye tikhale limodzi pamene tikhale tikutsatira zonse zomwe zikhala zochitika m'nyumbayi kwa amene mukutitsatira pa wailesi 98.0 FM Parliament Radio imeneyo, komanso amene mutitsatira pa masamba athu amchezo YouTube handle Parliament of Malawi, komanso Facebook Parliament of Malawi. Tiye tikhale limodzi. Well, to those just tuning in, we are continuing with our live broadcast of parliamentary proceedings today, Tuesday, 5th of August 2025. This is the reconvened meeting of the National Assembly. Having dissolved the same National Assembly on 23rd of July, the law of the land, thus the Constitution, permits or gives power to the President to reconvene the same Parliament when need arises. This can be a constitutional crisis or anything that is in relation to the laws of the land. So today, the reconvened Parliament is looking at a bill that is in relation to the presidential, parliamentary and local government elections. This is actually bill number 23 of 2025, seeking to amend the constitution to allow a certain group of people to be able to vote at a place where they've been deployed on the day of the elections. So when they were suspending the House for the lunch break, they were actually looking at the debate stage of the bill. So this debate stage is where they now pour in their comments, debating on the same bill that is on the floor. And from the debate stage, actually, we should expect to go now to the committee stage, then report stage, and that will take us to the third reading of the bill. So today we're actually seeing the whole bill process, considering that the order paper has only given us one business for the day. They have reconvened just for one business as the Constitution permits. You're with me, Linda Masinga. We should be together as they will be meeting in the House shortly.
Say you.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. I would like to raise that my gadget is not giving me the right to vote.
Sorry,
I cannot vote.
You can't vote?
I cannot vote.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, you've not moved the motion.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that debate be curtailed in order to allow the Honorable Minister to wind up. I beg to move.
Thank you, Honorable Leader of the House, Honorable Members. I now put the question. The question is that debate on Bill number 23 of 2025 be curtailed in order to allow the Honorable Minister to wind up. Those of that opinion say aye. Those of the contrary view say no. The ayes have it and the motion is carried. Honorable Minister of Justice.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Let me start by saying that I know that honorable members on both sides of the House are happy to be here. And I think the most grateful to His Excellency the President, Dr. Chakwera, for giving them an opportunity to reassemble and debate on an important bill. The amount of participation shows that some know they're here for the last time, so they should speak for the last time. Madam Speaker, the proposed amendment is not advantaging or disadvantaging any candidate or political party. It is an amendment which seeks to cover a wider population of eligible voters who may be prevented from voting on the polling day. I know arguments were advanced about security officers, but those are already taken care of under Section 67(2) of the Constitution, as well as Section 62, subsection 3 of the Presidential, Parliamentary, and Government Elections Act. But we're talking about those who are not in those categories, and there are many. In fact, according to latest figures that I have, more than 80,000 voters who registered to vote would be disenfranchised. Madam Speaker, the Supreme Court, in so far as I remember, did not make an order on this particular aspect. The order of the Supreme Court, which led to an amendment of the Constitution here, as well as the PPEA at that time, was to do with what constitutes a majority vote for a person to be voted into office as President of the Republic of Malawi, which were amended to make it 50+1 as ordered by the both Constitutional Court and Supreme Court of Appeal. The fact, Madam Speaker, that the Constitution has a provision allowing possibility of electoral commission to set up polling stations to enable people to vote earlier or later than the polling day does not preclude this House from providing for an amendment that will allow people who would have been prevented to vote on a particular day, on polling day. So we're talking about two different things here. One is advance voting before the election date or after the election date, which is in the Constitution. But this amendment is introducing voting on the polling day itself, to avoid anybody being prevented from voting on that particular day. And there was also an issue raised by Mzimba East, Mzimba North. I think it was raised as well by a number of honorable members, which showed that there was a confusion in that we're not amending the Constitution here. Supremacy of the Constitution still stands. We're not amending the Constitution. There's no amendment. If we're going to amend the Constitution, it was going to be to Section 67, subsection 2. But we are not amending the Constitution. This is not a constitutional amendment. This is just an amendment to an act of Parliament. And with regard to, he also made some serious insinuations, I think, to the effect that my senior counsel status can be removed. Let me just say this, Honorable Speaker, that removal of that status is not done by politicians. It is a process which involves the Honours Committee of the Malawi Society. So these matters perhaps should not have been said without knowledge of processes that take place. In conclusion, I've covered as well Reconvened East on constitutional matters. And in conclusion, as well as Branjabari has been covered in the same response. And so, in conclusion, Madam Speaker, I beg to move that second reading be done today. I beg to move, Madam Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister of Justice. Honorable, yes, I now put the question. The question is that Bill number 23 of 2025 be read a second time. Those of that opinion say aye. Aye. Those of the contrary view say no. No. The ayes have it, and the motion is carried.
Government business bills, committee stage, Bill number 23 of 2025, Presidential, Parliamentary and Local Government Elections Amendment.
Honorable members, we are now in the committee stage. Can I get a volunteer chairperson to come and chair the committee stage? Chair for Natural Resources, you have the floor.
See you later. Yeah, I really want to come to committee stage. Honorable members, welcome to committee stage of Bill number 23 of 2025. Presidential, Parliamentary and Local Government Elections Amendment. So far, the Chair has not received any notice of amendment on Clause 1. Therefore, clause 1 stands part of the bill. Those of that opinion say aye. Those of the contrary opinion say no. The ayes have it, and the motion is carried. Honorable members, the chair has received a notice of amendment on clause number 2 from Tioro Central. Tioro Central, can you pronounce yourself?
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I beg to move that clause number 2 be deleted. Clause number 2 be deleted, particularly in section section 74(1)(b), Roman numeral 2. Mr. Chairperson, I beg to move.
Honorable members, before I put a question, let me have consensus of the Minister of Justice. We don't, the amendment proposed is not accepted. Thank you, Chair. The reason is that this is the very essence of the amendment, is to allow people, representatives of a candidate or of the party, to be able to go anywhere to to monitor the process and be able to vote there. The whole essence of the amendment is that, to enable those who are away. That is the purpose of the amendment. Okay, thank you so much. Honorable member for Tioro Central, the issue is as straightforward as it is. I now put the question. No, it's not an issue of you responding, but it's an issue of the decision be taken by the committee of the whole House. So I put the question that clause number 2 be amended as proposed by Tioro Central. Those of that opinion say aye. Those of the contrary opinion say no. The noes have it. Therefore, the clause has been defeated. Thank you.
We put the question that the clause stand part of the bill. Oh, ask them.
Honorable members, why are you standing? Division granted. Sergeant at Arms, can we have the bells ring for 5 minutes? Sergeant at Arms, please have the doors closed. Sergeant at Arms, have the doors closed, please. Division, Honorable Minister, so point of order is not allowed unless, yes.
Honorable Chair, the seat for the Minister of Defense does not have the voting right. So we had asked that that be remedied, and I wanted to check if that has been remedied because she's not being allowed to vote. I suspect it's because this seat was being occupied by a previous minister that was not an MP. So it doesn't bring the voting section on this one, even after she signs in. So can you attend to that before we make this vote, please?
Noted, Honorable Minister. I'm advised that if it continues, you'll be asked to vote orally after everyone else has voted. Thank you. Honorable members, please can you sign in? Because if you don't, you will not be able to vote. Some members were complaining that they did not vote. The reason was that they did not sign in. So please make sure you sign in. Honorable members to my left, please take your seats. We are voting. Finally, if you don't sign in, you will not be able to vote. Please sign in. Now closing the signing in. Members, we have 135 honorable members who are participating in the voting. Your voting time is within 1 minute. Now the question is, if you are in support of the amendment, you will say yes. If you are not in support of the amendment, you will say no. Thank you.
So, start.
What?
Yeah, I am.
Oh.
What? Voting is in progress.
Where do I vote? I will not vote. Mundi passa mal, Jerry.
You said you let it pass.
You will.
Seconds. The remaining time.
Honorable Minister of Defense, how do you wish to vote? Honorable members, the results are as follows. Yes, 38. No, 73. Absent, 4.
Abstention. Abstention.
Abstention, 4. Not participating, 20. Therefore, the amendment has been defeated. It has not passed. I therefore put the question that clause number 2 stands as it is. Those of that opinion say aye. Those of the contrary view say no. The ayes have it. The motion is carried. Honorable members, clause number 3 has no amendment. Therefore, I put the question that clause number 3 stands as part of the bill. Those of that opinion say aye. Those of the contrary view say no. The ayes have it. The motion is carried. Do I put another question?
No, just to go and finish. This marks the end of the committee stage.
Honorable members, this marks the end of the committee stage. Thank you so much for your participation.
Bill report stage, Bill number 23 of 2025, Presidential, Parliamentary and Local Government Elections Amendment.
Thank you, Chair, for Natural Resources for chairing. Honorable Minister of Justice, report progress, please.
That the bill passed through committee stage without amendments, and I beg to move that the bill be read for the third time. I beg to move.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. I now put the question. The question is that third reading of Bill number 23 of 2025 be taken today. Those of that opinion say aye. Those of the contrary view say no. The ayes have it, and the motion is carried.
Bill, third reading, Bill number 23 of 2025, Presidential, Parliamentary and Local Government Elections Amendment.
Honorable Minister of Justice.
I beg to move that Bill number 23 of 2025, Presidential, Parliamentary and Local Government Elections Amendment Bill 2025, be now read for third time and passed. I beg to move.
Thank you. I now put the question. The question is that Bill number 23 of 2025 be read a third time and passed. Those of the opinion say aye. Those of the contrary view say no. The ayes have it and the bill has passed.
Announcements by the chair to be followed by adjournment sine die.
Honorable Member for Rump East, you're rising. You have the floor. Why are you rising?
Madam Speaker, I would like to register the most important observation. When we are changing the Constitution,
Honorable Member, I can't hear.
Or we are amending any law that would affect other people, we should make sure that we are doing this for the love of the country. But if there are other people that are doing it for their own selfish interest, history will judge us. I beg to move, Madam Speaker.
For Rumpi East. Mwanza Central, the last one.
Thank you so much, Right Honorable Speaker, Madam. I stand to say that the Catholic Church is celebrating the Eucharist Congress at Maula 4 o'clock. May I invite members of the House to attend the Eucharistic ceremony and Congress at Maula starting at 4 o'clock, including you, Madam Speaker, leader of the House, although is at everybody. You are all welcome. I thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
Honorable members, as I stated in my earlier communication, this meeting was called by His Excellency the President under Section 67(4) of the Constitution. And now that we have concluded the business item on today's order paper, which was Bill number 23 of 2025, Presidential, Parliamentary and Local Government Elections Amendment, this marks the end of our deliberations. May I take this opportunity to commend each one of you for your attendance and active participation in the deliberations which have led to the successful conclusion of our business item as set out in the order paper. Allow me to take this opportunity to wish each one of you all the best in your future endeavors, including a successful campaign for those of you who are vying for re-election to Parliament. For those who are not standing again for the re-election, I'm wishing you well in your life after serving as a Member of Parliament for the last 6 years or so. It has always been a pleasure to work with you, honorable members. As I indicated on our final day of the meeting of Parliament on 11th April 2025, my work as a Speaker of this Parliament was made easier, enjoyable, and very successful because of your support. Honorable members, this support has also been demonstrated today during this meeting. Once again, thank you very much for this unwavering support to me and my two deputy speakers during our tenure of office. At this juncture, it is now my singular honor and pleasure to declare that this meeting adjourned Sunday as this House stand dissolved. And may God bless you all, and thank you very much for your attention.
And on that note, we've come to the end of our live broadcast today, Tuesday, 5th August 2025. Parliament has passed Bill number 23 of 2025, Presidential, Parliamentary and Local Government Elections Amendment Bill. Well, the aim of the bill was to amend the Presidential, Parliamentary and Local Government Elections Act number 10 of 2023 in order to provide for polling staff, representatives of candidates and political parties, officers from security agencies to vote at polling stations where they are deployed. So the bill has passed, then it goes through all the other stages until the president, when the president assents to it, it becomes an active law of the land. Meanwhile, the Speaker of Parliament, Right Honourable Catherine Gotani Hara MP, has adjourned the House sine die. And as we said earlier, that this is the House that was dissolved on 23rd of July 2025, only reconvened today following Section 67, subsection 1 of the Constitution of the Republic of Malawi, which gives the President powers to reconvene the Parliament. As it stands today, this minute, the House goes back to its state. It is still dissolved. Pamene panso pamene tamalizira kukupatsirani tsatanetsatane wazokambirana za aphungu ku Nyumba ya Malamulo lero lachiwiri pa 5 August 2025. Makamaka nyumbayi imakumana kuti isinthe lamulo lokhudza chisankho lomwe lipo pakadali pano, ndi bilu inabwera nyumbayi akambirana kuchoka kummawa kufika pano, pamene tikufuna kukuwuzeni kuti nyumbayi tsopano yavomereza bill number 23 of 2025 imene ili Presidential, Parliamentary and Local Government Elections Bill Amendment kukonzanso kumeneko. Biluyi ndiyo khudza chisankho chomwe makamaka yomwe cholinga chake ndikupereka mwayi kwa anthu omwe adzakhala ogwira ntchito zosiyanasiyana tsiku la chisankho kuti akhoza kuponya voti pamalo omwe atumizidwa kukagwirapo ntchito. Ena mwa anthu amene alokhudzidwa ndi makamaka ntchito imeneyi kuti mwina atumidwa kugwira ntchito kwina ndi anthu amene ali ogwira ntchito zokhudza kuyendetsa chisankho ndi zachitetezo, ndi ena maomwe makamaka biluyi imafuna kuwapatsa mwayi oti akhoza kudzatha kuponya voti pamalo amene adzakhala kugwira ntchito tsiku la chisankho. Ndiye mungana fotokoza Speaker wa Nyumba ya Malamulo olemekezeka Catherine Gotani Hara kuti nyumba isopano ayimitsa kufikira mtsogolo. Tikumbutsanenso kuti Nyumba ya Malamulo imene makumana tsiku la lero ndi nyumba imene ntchito zake anazithetsa pa 23 July 2025 malinga ndi malamulo a dziko lino, komanso malamulo a dziko linonso gawo 67 ndime yoyamba imadzafotokozanso kuti malamulowa akuperekanso mphamvu kwa President kuti akhoza kuyitanitsa Nyumba ya Malamulo pa nthawi imene zingafunike kutero. Ndi mmene tinaona kuti nyumbayi inabweranso kudzakambirana zomwe zachitika tsiku la lero. Koma mmene zakhalira asipikaso afotokoza nyumbayi kuti nyumbayi tinenabe kuti ndiyothetsedwa, ntchito zake ndizothetsedwa, kapena ne kuti inayimitsidwa 23 Julayi ndiyoyimabe iyoyimitsidwabe mpaka na tsiku la lero mmene amaliza zokambiranazi. Ine malo mwanzanga onse ogwira ntchito kuno ku Parliament TV makamaka Parliament Radio komanso kutengera nonse amene mmatitsatira pa YouTube, Facebook ndingoti zikomo kwambiri. Ine ndine Linda Masinga, pirizani kuonera komanso kutsatira zochitika kuno ku Nyumba ya Malamulo.